Formula One, the pinnacle of motorsport. With a global audience and drama to match, all the attention is now on race circuits around the world, waiting for the start of the fastest show on Earth. Last year's regulation changes saw closer on-track battles. Anyone expecting a smooth ride from the 2023 season is in for a shock. With a shake-up in the paddock resulting in the signing of several new team principals, F1 is primed and ready to light up the world stage. Team principals will already be talking tactics, boosting the confidence of their drivers and ensuring their pit crews make those box times as tight as possible. With a new era of racing now well underway, more teams than ever will be vying for points, podiums and a chance at the championship. This is Formula One. Red Bull took the F1 world by storm in 2022, defending their Drivers' Championship title and bringing home the... On paper, Ferrari had a stellar season. 2022 was a tough year for Mercedes. Taking home third in the Constructors' Championship, they broke their 8-year winning streak, and although... In Alpine's debut 2021 season, they finished fifth in the championship. A frustrating finish last season for McLaren. Alfa Romeo showed off their fighting spirit in 2022, battling their way. Aston Martin ended the 2022. Haas finished last season 8th in the Constructors' Championship, an improvement. It was a disappointing end to the 2020. 10th in the Constructors' Championship is not where Williams would have chosen to end 2022, but that won't stop.
You must be our new team principal. It's so great to meet you. I'm Audrey, one of the team engineers. I'm happy to show you around. Let's be honest. Here in this area, the board sets season. You'll always be able to, as it's your first day. The board are the ones who set the expectations for the team. If they're confident in your leadership, you'll be fine. If they lose confidence, don't forget to check in with the board. From here, you can see all the team's facilities, from the staff building, over time, We have an excellent scout. It's not just the fastest car. Check here to see what targeted development plans can be created for any of your staff members. Let's introduce you to the team. Each driver has any driver who you'll want to keep an eye on each race driver to ensure your team is developed. If you want to direct your staff to focus on specific areas of their development, you can do so here. Improving our cars. If you want to install any aerodynamic... You can take a look at sponsor. Here's your inbox. Running an F1 team is expensive. Most of the team's budget is decided by the board at the start of the season. Whenever you're making financial decisions, You can direct the scouts to carry out a... If you think someone... Each car part we design... Testing is also an important... You can direct the engineering team. Aerodynamic car... Design an aero... For each design project, you also need... The pit crew are a vital part. The pit crew development plan will focus on a... The pit crew will always... Just bear in mind, remember, once you're happy... Here we've got the performance targets for this coming weekend. If we meet these...
Here we go, folks. F1 returns, starting here in Bahrain. As we start a brand new season, the slate is wiped clean, and all 20 drivers prepare to make an instant impact ahead of an exciting year. Bahrain is known for high tyre degradation, as the asphalt here is so abrasive. The drivers are facing many low to medium speed corners, and any heavy braking will inevitably take its toll on the tyres. Williams are taking a gamble this weekend on a new driver, but you have to ask, will it pay off? So then, time to get back to the action.
Welcome to your first race weekend with the team. A normal race weekend. Once you're ready, we can move on. Over here is our race. The team, feel free to look at the run. During race weekends, as it's your first race weekend, you should let the team handle the practice sessions. To help maximize having your drive whenever you
Now it's time to see who'll come out on top as qualifying gets underway.
Remember, we lose the slowest 5 drivers at the end of Q1, another 5 at the end of Q2, and Q3 will set the top 10 positions.
Now, Karun, you and I were actually just talking about that man there, Max Verstappen. How do you think he'll be feeling today?
They were looking pretty sharp in practice and setting good lap times, so they're probably feeling fairly confident now. But a good practice time doesn't always guarantee a strong qualifying outcome.
You're going to want to join us for this, folks, so fasten your seatbelts.
Right, time for qualifying. Our results here will determine where we start on the grid for Sunday's race. Qualifying takes place over 3 knockout rounds, and only the fastest drivers will advance each time. Same as practice, the team can handle qualifying for you if you like. Let's get you hands-on for this round. Just our drivers need to be setting their fast... Right then. didn't make it through to the next session, but it's only the first weekend of the season. Plenty of time to improve.
It's race day, with the teams and drivers ready and raring to go.
Bahrain has seen some of the most dramatic races in F1, like Sergio Perez's incredible 2020 victory, surging ahead from being last on the opening lap. We've been having lovely clear weather, although there are a few clouds lurking. Hopefully they'll stay in check for the duration of the race.
But which team has perfected the strategy that will see them prevail here at the Bahrain Grand Prix?
A single set of tyres will wear down completely before the end of the race. You should consider setting a tyre.
Here in Sakhir, the floodlights are on, and it's nearly time for 57 laps around the Bahrain International Circuit. And the cameras now shift to Sergio Perez, concentrating on the race ahead.
Right at the back for this one, P20 with the whole field ahead of them. Surely a comeback is too much to ask for.
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. Here we go with the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
DRS is enabled.
advise your drivers on their tyre management throughout the race from here. Direct your driver's fuel. Controlling pace here will help keep an eye on the tyre condition of both cars. Over.
All the way to the line here, Checo. Keep on pushing. If you want to review or adjust your race strategy, you can use Strategy View to do so. For a deeper driver needs an additional performance boost for a short time, they can adjust their ERS mode. There are several ERS. If a driver is
Now this was at turn 1. The gap opens up for them. And Perez completes the overtake.
Race progresses, remember to keep an eye on your planned strategy. Use the strategy as well as using the... Fuel commands instruct the driver on how to manage their car. Make sure... A driver's confidence level. A driver with high... There are several other... Don't forget that... Here you can see, if needed, during the race. The data view is an important... Here, you can also...
Now we should be able to take a look here. Now this is Sergio Perez. They decide to give it a go. And up they go to 17th.
There are a number of events that can interrupt. When race events occur, they can provide excellent...
Looks like quite a big accident now. So just watch out for any debris here in this section.
Is everyone okay?
But he's out of the car and okay.
Virtual safety car. Stand to be a Delta.
Yeah, copy.
Signs has stopped.
Okay.
Virtual safety car issue.
Yep.
So let's take a look at the replay. Heading down the straight, it's there for the taking. And Alonso with a wonderfully executed move. Let's see what happened there. Now we're watching Max Verstappen here. There's the opening. And as a result, 8th place is theirs. Now we can see what happened. It's the Red Bull driver. The opportunity's there. And Verstappen says thank you very much. The opportunity begging to be taken. And the Red Bull says thank you very much. Can they squeeze by? Here's the replay. It's certainly inviting. Right then, you can take a look now. Now this one involves Stroll. They decide to give it a go. And that's second place now. But this is what happened. Now we're watching Max Verstappen here. The gap opens up for them. And Verstappen says thank you very much.
How are the tyres?
Vibrations are increasing.
Yeah, copy that.
Let's take a closer look. It was George Russell involved. The opportunity's there. And George Russell says thank you very much. Now we should be able to take a look here. Now just keep your eyes on Gasly here. It's there for the taking. Up that takes them to 7th place. Take a look at the replay. Here we've got the Aston Martin. Can they squeeze by? Up into 3rd and contending for a podium place.
Box, Checo, box, pick confirm.
Yeah, copy.
Charles Leclerc there, taking home the win.
There'll be celebrations tonight after a performance like that. They've done themselves and the team proud.
Box, Checo, box. Can confirm.
Yeah, copy.
Okay, that's the checkered flag. You're P2.
Nice. Yeah, great job, guys.
Cracking by Max. Kept it nice and clean.
A great drive today from Max Verstappen.
Definitely a well-deserved podium. You've got to say their race strategy was very good indeed.
That makes it all worth it, doesn't it? Seeing your team ready to share the celebrations. Well, Max Verstappen can add yet another podium to his already impressive record.
That's going to make them very happy, taking home their first trophy this year.
And we've certainly kicked things off in style here at the Bahrain Grand Prix. Now, Karun, if we were to focus on the Red Bull team for a minute, how do you think they'll be feeling after that race?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
And that is about that for this weekend's action here in Bahrain.
In the next round, we head to the shores of the Red Sea as Formula One returns to Jeddah for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.